What if I told you that you could beat procrastination forever with a simple 2-minute change to your routine? Sounds too good to be true, right? But stick with me, because today we're diving into a life-changing productivity hack called the 2-minute rule. And by the end of this video, you'll have the ultimate weapon to conquer that never-ending to-do list. We've all been there. You have a huge project, a workout plan, or even just a pile of laundry staring you in the face. The thought of starting feels so overwhelming that you just don't. You tell yourself, I'll do it later, but later turns into tomorrow, and tomorrow turns into next week. This is procrastination in its classic form, and it's powered by one thing: inertia. Getting started is always the hardest part. Our brains are wired to conserve energy, and starting something big and difficult requires a lot of activation energy. So, we choose the path of least resistance, scrolling through our phones, watching another episode, doing anything but the task at hand. The 2-minute rule, popularized by James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, is designed to short-circuit this very process. It's brilliantly simple. The rule has 2 parts. Part 1. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Don't put it on a to-do list. Don't think about it. Just do it. Think about the small things that clutter up our lives and our minds. Replying to that one quick email? It takes less than 2 minutes. Do it now. Putting your dirty dish straight into the dishwasher instead of leaving it in the sink? Less than 2 minutes. Taking out the trash when you see it's full? Less than 2 minutes. Let's walk through a real-life example. You come home after a long day. You're tired. You drop your keys on the counter, your coat on a chair, and your bag on the floor. In that moment, putting everything away seems like a chore. But applying the 2-minute rule, you ask yourself, how long does it actually take to hang my coat? Probably 10 seconds. To put my keys in the bowl? 5 seconds. To put my bag where it belongs? Another 10 seconds. Altogether, less than a minute. By doing it right then, you prevent a small mess from turning into a big one. You've just decluttered your physical space and your mental space in under 2 minutes. You don't have that nagging thought in the back of your head later saying, ugh, I still need to clean up that mess. These small, immediate actions create a sense of accomplishment and build momentum. You start to see yourself as someone who gets things done, which is incredibly powerful. Now, for part 2 of the rule, and this is where the real magic happens for tackling those big, scary goals. When you want to start a new habit, it must take less than 2 minutes to do. No, you won't write a whole book in 2 minutes, and you won't get a 6-pack in 2 minutes. The point isn't to finish the task, it's to master the art of showing up. The goal is to make starting so ridiculously easy that you can't say no. Let's say you want to build a habit of reading more. Instead of setting a goal to read for 30 minutes every night, your new goal is to read 1 page. That's it. Can you read 1 page? Of course you can. It takes less than 2 minutes. What usually happens is that once you've read that 1 page, you'll feel momentum and think, well, I might as well read a few more. Before you know it, you've read a whole chapter. But even if you don't, even if you just read that 1 page and stop, you still win. Why? Because you've reinforced your identity as a reader. You showed up. You did the thing you said you were going to do. Let's apply this to another common goal: getting fit. The idea of a 1-hour workout can be daunting, especially when you're tired. So, instead of go to the gym for an hour, your new 2-minute habit is put on your workout clothes. That's the gateway. Anyone can put on their workout clothes in 2 minutes. Once they're on, you're much more likely to think, well, I'm already dressed for it, I might as well do a quick 10-minute workout. And that 10-minute workout might turn into 20 or 30. The initial action is so small, it bypasses the brain's resistance. The key is to lower the barrier to entry until it's practically zero. Want to learn a new language? Your 2-minute rule is open the language app. Want to start journaling? Write 1 sentence. Want to meditate? Sit down and take 3 deep breaths. The 2-minute rule is not about the results you get in those 2 minutes. It's about the process of starting. It's about building a gateway habit that naturally leads you down the path you want to follow. You're not trying to run a marathon, you're just putting on your running shoes. That's the first step, and often it's the only one that matters. The psychology behind this is solid. It's all about building momentum and creating small wins. Every time you complete your 2-minute task, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine, the reward chemical. It feels good. Your brain learns that this new habit is a source of pleasure and accomplishment, not pain and effort. Over time, you're not just building a habit. You're rewiring your brain to enjoy the process. You're changing your identity from "I am a procrastinator" to "I am someone who takes action." Think about the compounding effect of this. If you apply the 2-minute rule to just a few areas of your life, the results can be astonishing. Let's say you want to keep your apartment clean. Your rule is clean for 2 minutes every evening before bed. On Monday, you might just wipe down the kitchen counter. On Tuesday, you might quickly organize the mail on your desk. On Wednesday, you might sweep the entryway. None of these tasks are overwhelming, but by the end of the week, your apartment is consistently tidy. You've avoided the dreaded big clean because you've been doing small, manageable bits all along. This is how you go from being reactive to being proactive. The beauty of the 2-minute rule is that it's scalable. Once you've mastered the art of showing up by putting on your running shoes every day for a week, you can slowly increase the duration. Maybe next week your goal is to walk for 5 minutes. Then, run for 5 minutes. You're gradually increasing the difficulty, but only after the initial habit of starting has become automatic. You're easing your way into the full version of the habit. The initial 2 minutes are like the runway for an airplane. It's the preparation you need before you can take flight. Without that initial push, you're never getting off the ground. So, here is your challenge for today. Pick one task you've been putting off or one new habit you want to start. Now, scale it down. What is the 2-minute version of that task? What is the tiny, laughably simple first step you can take? Is it putting one book on your nightstand? Is it writing the first sentence of that report? Is it doing 10 push-ups? Whatever it is, I want you to go and do it right after you finish this video. Don't think about it, just do it. Experience for yourself how powerful it is to just begin. The 2-minute rule is more than just a productivity hack, it's a philosophy. It teaches us that consistency is more important than intensity, that starting small is the key to achieving big things, and that the person we want to become is built one tiny action at a time. It removes the pressure and the fear of failure, replacing it with a simple, repeatable process for success. It's the ultimate antidote to the paralysis of perfectionism. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect motivation. It's not coming. Instead, focus on taking one imperfect 2-minute step right now. Thank you so much for joining me today to break down the 2-minute rule. I truly believe this simple idea can have a massive impact on your life, just like it has on mine. If you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you have a 2-minute rule you're going to start using, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Let's support each other. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video on mastering your focus. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Go take that 2-minute action.